Okay, brilliant. So thank you. Today I want to talk about KISS, not kissing, maybe relief to know, but keep it simple, stupid. So this applies not just to software, of course, but for my purpose as someone who runs a software business, I'm going to frame it in those terms. And the basic idea of KISS is that the simplest solution is frequently the best solution, and we should avoid unnecessary complexity. So what is KISS? Well, KISS is a problem-solving mindset. As a business owner or manager, you're not actually buying software, whether that is bespoke or not. What you're really trying to do is overcome a problem. So the first thing is to narrow down what it is that the issue really is. And once you have that, then you can start thinking about solutions. And KISS guides you to the minimal, simplest solution to the problem. And sometimes this leads to what is known as an MVP, or minimum viable product. And it's after you have dealt with that core solution that you can start thinking about extras. But this is where you need to be cautious, because this is where complexity starts to grow. And in general, you should only add complexity to your solution where it adds value. And that's often difficult to quantify, because the payoff for complexity can sometimes be in the future. So what is complexity? Well, to a certain extent, complexity, like beauty, I guess, is in the eye of the beholder. So what one person may see as complex is but a trifling detail to another. But essentially, anything that adds to the minimal, simplest solution to the given problem is a potential to add complexity to your solution. And in software in particular, this comes from two directions. The first one is feature bloat, what's sometimes called bloatware. And it comes from adding features and functionality that you simply won't use, or even if you occasionally do use it, the business value in having it in your bespoke package is questionable in terms of how it inflates the complexity of your software solution and therefore impacts on the cost of development and maintenance. The second thing which can add complexity to your software solution is excessive concern about future-proofing or anxiety about what-if scenarios. So what that means is that people get concerned and worried about how the software is going to box them in the future or fail to serve their needs as they perceive them in the future. So many software projects fail because they attempt to deliver on far too many what-if scenarios that may or may not materialize in the distant future, because by their very nature, future requirements are difficult to nail down. So it pays to take a realistic perspective on this. In the real world, although software can last almost indefinitely, most require some updates, maintenance, and sometimes even complete overhaul or rewrites. It may not seem obvious, but software has a lifespan. This won't necessarily be up to you as well, because it could be a change in regulations, new technology, an update in the operating system or browser, or a major hardware or software vendor upon which your solution depends goes bust. So depending on the type of business, it may be legitimate to worry about how your software will scale, say if your user count grows by a factor of 10 or 100 or more. But if this rate of growth isn't part of your business plan, then do you really need to architect in that kind of scalability?